They called her a disgrace. They said she had tempted a powerful man. They said she had embarrassed her family. And before the sun set that day, they erased her from their village. But what they didn't know, what no one knew, was that someone had seen everything, and the truth they buried that night was only sleeping. In a quiet rural village where reputation meant survival and power meant protection, Blessing lived a simple life. She was not wealthy. She was not connected. She was just known as the respectful, hard-working girl who worked on her mother's farm, fetched water at sunset, and helped her mother every evening. That night felt ordinary. The sky was painted in orange and purple as she walked toward the river with her metal basin. The air was calm. The village was quiet. She knelt by the river and filled her basin slowly, unaware that her life was about to split into before and after. Then a shadow moved behind her. It was Abina, the chief's son, entitled, untouchable, used to getting what he wanted.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Please, I need to pass.
He stepped into her path. "You've been avoiding me," he said. She tried to walk past him.
You no fit pass here.
Please, let me go.
You go learn respect. Coming with me!
Let me go! Abina, no, please, stop! Abina, stop, please!
Stay down.
Help me!
She screamed, but the bush swallowed her cries.
What happened here? We had screams. He's hurt bad. Father, I was seduced. I did not mean for this. Seduced? You bring shame to this family!
Abina reached home before she did. He told his father she had seduced him. By sunrise, the story had already changed completely.
You must face judgment!
Please, let her go.
She brought shame. Stand aside.
She's innocent. Please, let me go. Mother, help me. Please, I beg you.
By the roadside, women whispered her name with disgust. Men shook their heads in disappointment. She was summoned to the village square. Blessing knelt alone in the center, surrounded by people who had known her since childhood. The village elder pointed his carved staff at her. "You have shamed us." She opened her mouth to speak, but trauma has a way of stealing sound. The verdict was announced before sunset. She must leave. Her mother wept. Her father stared at the ground. No evidence. No justice. Just exile. She packed her clothes into one small bag. Her mother secretly slipped food and a little money inside. Her mother hugged her and bid her goodbye in a way only a mother could. Her father did not hug her. Instead, he looked at her in shame. She walked through the village as everyone watched. Men avoided her eyes. Women turned their backs. Children, for the first time, stopped playing and whispered. She crossed the wooden gate of the village and stepped onto the long, dusty road. And with that step, she became an exile. Her first night was at a roadside bus stop. Cold concrete, mosquitoes, hunger. She thought the worst was behind her. She endured both the scorching sun and the pouring rain, with no shelter to call her own. But weeks later, her body began to change. Dizziness, nausea, weakness. She tried to ignore it.
My daughter, you might be pregnant.
Until an older market woman looked at her carefully and said the words that froze her heart. "You might be pregnant." The world went silent. The child of violence was growing inside her. Not by love, not by choice.
What will become of us now?
For a moment, her world went dark again. She thought of ending everything. She thought of disappearing completely. She thought of how unfair life could be. Tears rolled down her face, not of weakness, but of decision. "If they took my voice," she whispered, "they will not take my future." She chose to keep the child. To survive, she worked small jobs. Sweeping compounds. Carrying market loads, even when her body ached. Some people mocked her.
You useless girl! Get out of my sight! I won't tolerate your laziness any longer! Pack your things and leave now!
Some made careless comments about single mothers. Landlords looked at her with suspicion, but she endured. She begged for food. She washed plates at roadside restaurants. She endured insults. She worked daily like an elephant but fed like an ant. Even at her lowest moment, she exhibits the act of kindness. But slowly, she found something that would change her story. An elderly tailor noticed how carefully she folded fabric while cleaning. The woman offered to teach her. Blessing learned in the evenings after work. She practiced stitching late at night. She sewed with swollen feet. She sewed through nausea. She sewed through loneliness. Her belly grew, so did her strength. Someone still watched. Someone never forgot. The night her labor began, rain poured heavily outside her tiny rented room. She was alone. The contraction hit like a wave. She grabbed the table. Another one came. Her water broke. There was no husband, no family. She wrapped a shawl around herself and stepped into the rain.
Breathe, Blessing. You're strong. Push now. I can't! Breathe, Blessing. You're almost there.
Then one final push. And then a baby cried. When they placed him on her chest, something healed inside her.
You are not my shame. You are my reason.
The world had taken everything from her, but it could not take this. She named him David. Because giants do fall. Years passed. The girl they sent away did not disappear. She grew. Her tailoring improved. Customers increased. She saved little by little until she rented a small shop. Words went home.
The truth has been hidden here for too long. I am here to reveal it.
They realized their mistakes, but it was already too late. Harm done cannot be undone.
Blessing, we need this sewn before Saturday. No problem at all.
From all she saved, she rented a new shop. She painted it light blue. She hung colorful Ankara fabrics by the entrance. She placed a signboard above the door. Blessing fashion and designs. Blessing became opposite of her old self, bold, confident, elegant. At the entrance of her shop stood 3 elderly men. With them, her father, older now, weaker, and the same village elder. Her father could not lift his head.
Blessing, we are deeply sorry for what happened.
The chief's son had confessed.
Your strength humbles us. Blessing, we are sorry. We were wrong. Please forgive your father.
She gently placed her son in front of him. Her father broke down completely. Across the street, a black SUV drove slowly past. Inside it sat the man who had witnessed the truth that night years ago. He did not stop. He did not need to. Justice had already completed its work. They sent her away in shame. But shame did not end her. It refined her. And the woman they cast out built a world no one could send her from again.